us if we just ran in the spot. And they would spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking us if we just ran in the spot. And they would spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. She like the years of the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna fuss, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing. I hate to put me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I put the pain in the past. I had a problem, promise I had a mask. It's 444. Big told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me broke? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me woke? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the I'm a fool, dog. I ain't turn the whole goat, little man. Then I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool.
My mom and my dad was fighting.
I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. When I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this.
Still.
On the rise, I'm
Alright,
trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them?
look what came in. In the mail yesterday. So get that. Hey, how you doing? Where you walking to?
My car?
Your car? You looking good. I'm trying to get to know you. What's your name?
Scarlet money.
You like money? I can tell you got money in your hand. But what's your name though? I'm Nate.
Good.
You good?
I'm good.
What do you mean? Good. No, you don't.
You can get to know me at work.
You work at?
At Cheetah.
What's that?
It's a strip club.
Oh, for real? You be dancing it? Oh, bring that bag. Wait. Do it 360 real quick. Let me see if it worked that bag. Wait, so why don't you give me your number so I could, pull up some.
I think I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
For real?
Yeah, you don't look like, yeah.
Well, what's your name though? So I know who to ask for when I go there.
Hawaii.
Hawaii? Nate, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You got an Instagram?
Yeah.
Bet. Say that.
I am Lazarus.
You gonna follow me back?
You got that bag?
Oh, so you only gonna follow me if I got that bag?
Yeah.
What's the bag?
I don't see. Like a few racks?
A few racks? Racks?
Yeah.
What are you doing tonight? On Instagram? I think I just opened it. Wow, what's up?
That's hot.
Well, you seen a McLaren before?
That's hot.
You like it?
It's really nice.
So I'm ready to roll then. You ain't even gotta talk no more. We on the. Well, so you only like gossip money. That's what you saying? That's what you saying? You only like gossip money?
I think that's what he likes.
We could do right. See something? Your mom don't got tits. What are you talking about?
I don't give a fuck about no tent.
Oh, you don't need no tits?
I don't need no tent. And that's really nice.
But, so I'm ready to roll then. You ain't even gotta.
As their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. 22 men ready to do.
How you gonna make me happy?
And we are underway here on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The Eagle ball carrier.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as
as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The play fake. Jones. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Another carry for the running
Give
back.
credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Take it all in for a giant touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Pick up 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, I told you, Echo, when I was there, I was a killer for everybody, Doc.
Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram. Now they try the right side here. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. That will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but like what they were doing.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Off play action. Jones. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check it.
Yo, what up?
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like.
I ain't trying to, Barry. I'll get this football game going, bro. Yeah, what up?
I just want to explain y'all, man. Man, this game is just so rigged for y'all, man.
It's not no risk. You just try to run. You ran down with a D tackle.
They didn't even hit the dude.
You running with a D tackle trying to guard me. That's not realistic. Come on.
That's not it. To the fans because I'm running with
Yo, listen here. D tackle ain't keeping up with no damn wide receiver downfield. Come on. Let's be realistic, man. Come on.
Yes, man.
Y'all niggas don't never want to be realistic.
This game is so rigged for y'all, man.
Nigga, you ran that. Huh?
I'm just saying, it's ridiculous, man.
You ran down the field with a D tackle. Come on, dude. Yeah, come on, bro. Come on. He ain't sticking with me, bro. Oh, my God. Bullshit. Hold that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
Nobody just give you the third down also. We're going to probably win.
I hear you, man.
Man, this is absolutely crazy.
How the hell I get a down for? I was on 2nd down. What the fuck?
No, you know what I'm saying.
No, he gave me a down, though.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Look how high he threw the ball. Wow, that's a regular throw. That's a touch. Come on. Come on.
A terrific play call. So he turned to
It's a regular goddamn throw.
in that third down situation. It
Man, this is BS, man. I can't get a single third down. If you don't get it, if I earn stock, they're gonna come up with some pass interference, man. This is crazy, man.
You running with a D. You running with a D tackle. You running with a D tackle down court. Come on. Yo, this is revelation. You want to see a D tackle keep up with a regular running wide receiver? And come on, bro. Come on. This is what I'm saying. I think if you want realness.
I just ran to a spot.
You didn't ran to a spot. You ran down the whole middle of the field with him.
That's the spot.
Oh, Lord.
But my point is, you were way on the other side. You were cutting us across. I ran a straight line, so I can beat you to that.
You can't beat. That's not beating no guy. Come on, man. That's not.
That's not pass interference.
That is. That's definitely.
You didn't even touch the receiver, man.
Big Brody.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, everybody sleeping?
Yeah, anybody up still laying down.
Yeah, I just passed through the neighborhood and stuff because I had to go see the kids. This is late birthday. Everyone got the jacket and stuff.
Man, go ahead. We had a cigar, but the shit fell out the damn bag. I had a dig too. I brought the damn thing.
No, wait. Use it as an ashtray or use it as... What you use it as? No, it looks like a nice food.
And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Hey, this for me though, right?
On second down, they'll try to run the count.
Oh, from Rico. Now, the last thing I got from Puerto Rico was
I ain't bring nothing. I was full of it.
Now, I got this from Puerto Rico. Look what I got from Puerto Rico.
It was a liquor thing. Remember that one?
Yeah. My canteen. No, my canteen and my ashtray. My Puerto Rican ashtray. Where that's at? I never found that. I don't know what she ever did with that. But my dude gave me this. I know Ellie probably think I'm probably a girl. Probably gave me this.
I had one of those. I had to put it back.
Because, you know, I got to tell my bro. That's the way I want there. I got to tell my bro. That's my bro. Okay. My bro, I know everything. Like, I got to tell him, you can't get mad. I got to tell him, like, this is the reason why I picked this. Because my boy had a company. I'm like, yo, you know, I'm going to pick this one. You know, my baby boy think I got this one. Right here.
You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones on 3rd down. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
Philadelphia.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 44. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 34. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
The 34-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Giants 21, Eagles 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
3rd down and long.
From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Giants' 37-yard line.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he stopped immediately there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Sanders has it pumped free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Jones eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, it's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores
Filet,
3 times.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Time to the tailback, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.